Stop getting hit so much.
Street food. We did it, street foodies. We made it through another season. I'm so glad you guys have kept watching. You know, I'm not a big channel. I often think about giving this up, but I'm really encouraged by your comments and sharing the channel. And mostly, I'm still having fun. I mean, it's hard to not like snacks though, right? Snacks are great. So last summer, I heard about the 3rd annual Craft Beer Festival in Xi'an. I invited some friends, and on a gorgeous summer day, we went down to Dayanta, the Big Goose Pagoda, to see what was shaking.
We got dropped off, and we're like, we have no idea where we were going. And then all of a sudden, Jacob looked at the ground and was like, oh, go straight. So we're on the right track.
It was the 3rd day of a 3-day festival, and things did not really get started until after 6 p.m. But I had heard that day 3 would include some live boxing. Did I want to see some live boxing? Yes. Yes, I did. This square is usually just for strolling pedestrians, but they had it cordoned off, and a lot of booths were set up, serving various craft beers from around the country. There were people from Beijing and other cities as well. Xi'an has a few microbreweries. I don't know a ton about them, but I did make a special video for my patrons about the Xi'an Brewery, which is a spot I like a lot. Great burgers. You can check out the Patreon if you want to see that. The entry fee was pretty cheap, which gives you access to the booths, but you still have to pay for snacks and drinks inside. My friends tried some pretty legit German sausage, but I got a cup full of Twars.
These joints are real spicy.
So this snack is just different things on skewers that they have boiled and then heavily spiced. This was the spiciest thing I had eaten in so long. And they put a healthy amount of sesame paste on there, which I thought would like deaden the spice, but they still warned me. They were like, bro, can you handle this? This is really spicy. I'm like, look, I live here, okay? You're dealing with a professional.
My tonsils are on fire right now. Tingly, numb, my lips, can't feel my lips. I didn't know broccoli could get that hot, but it got real hot. How are you guys feeling about the spice level?
It had a knot dog, some seaweed, broccoli, lotus root, cauliflower, potatoes, tofu skin. Just little snacks. The main feature was the heat coming off these things. All right, I put a hole in your tongue.
Like the back of my throat, I can't even taste anymore. It's numb.
So we cooled it off with some local ice cream. This is one of the first words I learned how to say in Chinese, all right? Sometimes you just need an ice cream in the summer. This spot is called Xi'an 13. I guess it's technically gelato, but they're a special Xi'an spot set up down at the end of Huiminjie. They had a booth at the Craft Beer Festival. It was the first time I'd tried Xi'an 13. They got some really cool flavors, including weird stuff like tomato and spinach flavor. A couple of us split a waffle cone with 2 scoops and a pumpkin seed cookie. My burning throat was so grateful. 1 scoop was chocolate caramel, which also had a hint of tangerine peel. Only Jacob could taste the tangerine because he hadn't burned his taste buds off with spicy twans. The other flavor was walnut. It was light, refreshing. Both of them were really good. I always recommend Xi'an 13 now. If people are like, hey, I want to try a Xi'an place, I got friends coming in from out of town, where should I take them? If they're down around Huiminjie, I always suggest Xi'an 13. Really interesting flavors, really, really good ice cream. Gelato, whatever. While we were waiting for the boxing to start, I jumped in a foosball game. Now I'm pretty good at foosball, at least in my circles, but this dude was like on a professional foosball circuit or something. I mean, I got a few points in, but I would say that he won handily. It was probably his table. But the main event was definitely the boxing.
About to see somebody get punched.
Okay, it was cool. I mean, they weren't heavyweight champions of Xi'an or whatever, but they could have knocked me the heck out.
Red Trunks is patient. He's waiting him out, Trying to get inside. There you go. There you go. Yep. That body. Oh. Oh, snap. Oh, man, that's gotta get old after a while. Oh, big miss. Come on, Red. Throw some punches, Red. There you go. Go up. Throw it up. Oh, that was a big hit. That got him. It's like, oh! You saw that sweat go flying? That was a big hit right there. Big punches. Oh!
I think they went for 4 or 5 rounds. It was quite exhilarating. And at the end, they were tired, like stumbling into each other. The announcer came back up, and he was like, okay, everybody, cheer for your boy. And I felt like the boxer in the black trunks had definitely won, but people cheered for both. And at the end, he was like, hey, you both win. I mean, whatever. I guess that's fine. Although, at the foosball table, nobody looked at me and said, hey, you both win, because I obviously didn't win. They're called points. You got them or you don't. Season 9, going out with a punch to the face. Snacks, sweets, sports. 2 of those things are like the essence of this show. Thanks for watching, Street Foodies. I will see you next season. Street food. Yo, if you want more street food during the off season, you can, of course, check us out on Patreon. Episode 150. Forgot to say that during the vlog. 150 eps of this joint. Look, if you watched all 150, give yourself a shout out in the comments. Thanks for the support, Street Foodies.